Well, here's the Thureon Defense 9mm carbine. You've seen us shoot this before. I've got a surprise today. Bam! Their newer version of this rifle. So there's a couple changes with the newer version compared to the old version. It has a raised receiver on here, where this is really flat. It has the oversized charging handle on here now, where this has a smaller one. On this rifle, you can see the LMT, Lewis Machine and Tool sights on there, front and back. They're in such high demand for these military issued sights right now that you're going to pay an arm and a leg for these things. But I bought these years ago when we didn't have to worry about peaceful protesters and tyrannical governments. So they weren't as pricey as they are now. But if you can find these things, they're gold. They're actually machined. I think they're machined aluminum. None of this plastic flip-up sights that they have nowadays on it. Most of us people need to be able to swing this rifle and shoot pretty quick. We learned that from Kenosha, right? Kyle Rittenhouse. They tried to with his own rifle. So the most important thing is just to have your sling harness. And I like that one-piece sling harness right in the middle of the weapon. So if someone was to pull it, they're pulling it from the middle. If it's connected in the rear and they're pulling on it, it's going to swing around an awful lot. So it maybe come back at you. So this is, to me now, after watching his video, this is one of the most important things, so no one can take your rifle from you or your carbine away from you. So all this other stuff might come off the bipod, the little bracket right here for the bipod. I want this thing to be as streamlined, as light as possible, be able to shoot and move with this. Let's see what's in here. Brand new, never used. This is a Colt carrying handle sight built in. It's just like the LMT, but it's made by Colt. This isn't one of those airsoft knockoffs. This is an actual military spec, military issued Colt, brand new, never used. So we're gonna mount this on here. That's gonna look pretty cool. So it kind of just clamps on there, if you can see this. It just clamps across your rails, almost like a dovetail, and you just give it a twist. And I'll tighten it up with a pair of pliers or screwdriver on there. You can see how let me turn it the right way, how it just clamps over top of your rails. But look at the difference on that already. That's pretty crazy. You can actually cut this. I've seen people cut this off right here and then smooth it down and then repaint it. That way you get rid of all the rest of this. All the rest of this comes off and it almost looks like a rear, just the rear LMT. And what else do we got? This is the big one here. And here it is. I feel something in here. Bam, there it is. That is an LMT front sight. Can you see that right there? Brand new, never used LMT front sight. So it just slides over top and clamps down on there. And the screw kind of fits in whatever groove you flip it over. You can see where the screw comes across right there. It would just fit in one of the grooves on your rails. Now, the only thing I don't like is this hand guard goes all the way to the end. And it's got a compensator. To me, it's like a muzzle brake on it. So we're gonna get a loud sound coming back to us now, compared to the old ones, which just had a type of flash suppressor on here. But this one is actually threaded. You can change this one if you wanted to, because I kind of like seeing that barrel. So, old to new. And this is kind of how I want this rifle to be. Really lightweight, not much to it. And we're gonna take it outside, we're gonna do some shooting. We'll shoot some steel, so it should be fun. All right, so I'm gonna take the first shot with the rifle and the new sights on it. I've got two targets set out there, one at 50 yards which might be hard for you to see because it's just a round white plate. I didn't have any spray paint. And then the orange one out there is at 100. So 1,500 yards. And to me, it looks like the sights are pretty much straight. They're not off to one side or the other. So we'll just try to throw a stick in here and see if I can hit it. So,
which one are you going for first?
I'm going to go with the close one first. See where these sights are. I'll do 2 more at the round one, and then I'll try to hit the center of the orange one. All right, go back to the orange at 100. Hit the wood. Did you hear the wood? Try one more at that orange.
Barely. But every time you shoot, your shell's hitting our coast right here.
Trying to compensate and get higher and higher, figuring I'm shooting low, but it wasn't. It's right dead on at 100 too. Let's try the small plate. That looks like it. Yep. That's it. Drop that mag, and we are clear. Let's grab the other rifle and let's just blast them. We'll just get rid of the rest of this ammo and just blast it out. See what happens. So you're just going to line this pin up in there. You shot it before.
And I just want to try to get comfortable with it.
Good.
Yeah. I can't see what's in there.
Right, there's your mag. Loaded, pull it back, out. Alright, you're good to go and you're safe. So, we're just going to burn up the rest of the ammo and just shoot these plates. Good? Yeah. Alright, so which one do you want to try to hit first? The round one?
That's the white one.
The white ones? Alright, so we're going for the little round one first. Oh, there you go.
Didn't have anything. Of course, the nice one.
Did you pull your charging handle? Make sure it's clear.
Okay.
Yep. You want to drop your mag this side. That button. Yep.
That's too heavy. Can't hold it up. I'm not strong enough for this.
So that was all our ammo. All right, so I'm out of ammo, so I'm going to try to shoot the Glock at that and see if I can hit anything with the Glock 26. Clear. All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right, ready. I just shot 100 yards.
Too hard to hold the gun up. It's too heavy.
Yeah, with the bipod on there.
Yeah, it's so heavy. It's like weighing down my arm the whole time.
See, so what she's saying is that the gun's too heavy to hold up, and you can see on the one that she's got. Hold it up. See, she's got the older one with the adapter on here, and then the bipod trying to hold all that
It's
weight.
heavy.
It's heavy, and there's really nothing to it. So
I feel like I need to lean on something.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Just
I
make
couldn't
your
hold it
weapons.
steady.
Yeah, you're like trying to hold it up.
Yeah, it's like wobbling the whole time.
So it probably makes more sense to keep your weapons as light as possible so that you can actually maneuver and
Yeah,
shoot, because
definitely.
you were struggling with that
I couldn't
one.
hit anything. I couldn't hold it up. I wasn't strong enough.
Yeah. All right, so just a little bit of blasting. We've got more ammo, but we're just going to just play around, so no sense watching that. But so the sights, the Lewis machine and tool sights on the new carbine was right on. I didn't have to adjust nothing. And that snow out there is up to my knees. It sucks walking back and forth out there. So later on in the summer, when all the snow's gone, we'll set up the bench and I'll try to dial it in perfect. But for now, I could grab that gun right now and just shoot it if I needed to.
I probably would have been better with the Glock.
Yeah, yeah.
This gun's just too heavy to hold.
Yep. All right, that's it.